Hey, yeah. Okay, we're on base for a little quick shooting. Sorry for the lighting. But for those of you who don't do it, you probably should. I mean, just because it's season doesn't mean you should stop shooting. You know, you gotta keep getting good at this art form we all call archery, right? All right, drop some arrows down range, have a little conversation with y'all, and then we're gonna talk about the harvest statistics and then some season dates, because there's a little bit of confusion with me and one of the game wardens here on base, just how long we can hunt with the AO tag or A22 tag, specifically for us down here in San Diego. I guess AO tag's all of California, but A22 in San Diego. All right, let's drop some arrows down range and see you in a little bit. All right, so a little bit ended up turning to be the complete next day. I was trying to film, the light was going down, or the sun was setting, and then helicopters were flying, and a game warden came up, and we started shooting the shit a little bit. So we'll just get right into it. All right, so for those of us who buy an AO tag, so I'm an archer, I don't do any rifle hunting, right? The AO tag allows you to hunt the Alpha, Bravo, and Delta zones during the archery dates and the general season dates, right? Does that make sense? Should. So, for example, us here in the D16, our last day to use that AO tag right now is this Sunday, the 27th or something, right? The 27th of September, I have it on my screen. All right, so then after Sunday, we have about a month break. The general season dates open up, which you are also allowed to use your AO tag during. So the general season dates for here in the D16 are 24 October all the way until 22nd November. So with that AO tag, you are allowed to hunt those dates as well. And don't forget, you could also use that AO tag on Camp Pendleton for those of you who have access. All right, let's get into the A22 tag now. So for those of us who are down here in San Diego, we have an option at something called the A22 tag, which is the either sex tag, right? So this either sex tag allows us to hunt both, obviously, bucks and does. And our season is from 5 September all the way until 18 October. So we have that little bit of extra time where if you just have the AO tag, you're not allowed to hunt, okay? So then it's also a split season, and then it opens back up 21 November all the way until the end of the year. So with that A22 tag split with the AO tag, us archers down here in the D16 area have the capability of hunting more or less all the way from 5 September till the end of the year, which is a great option, all right? So something changes here where now A22 tag is a draw. It used to be an OTC, but now it's a draw tag. So make sure you apply for the draw tag in the beginning of when you're able to apply for it, right? So just because it gives that option as well to go for a doe. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go from here down to here, and I'm gonna show you guys how to access the California Wildlife and Fishery website. I'll show you. So this, you're gonna be looking at the screen now. Let's go. All right, guys, not gonna lie, this is probably my 13th time recording this. I keep fumbling over my words, and it's getting quite annoying. So, getting into this, gonna go to Google, type in wildlife. If I was typing, that would help. Wildlife.ca.gov. So remember, I'm showing you guys how to find the harvest stats from previous years. Okay, so California Department of Fish and Wildlife. We're gonna click on hunting because that's what we're talking about. So on this website, you'll find everything you need, or 99% of the information you need for hunting and fishing and licensing and conservation and learning. You can see I'm just reading these things up here. Okay, so information on right here on the top left, we're going to be talking about deer, but obviously, you know, people hunt other things here in California. So if you're looking for some type of information, just click on it and you'll get the information you need. So pro tip is places to hunt over here. A lot of people overlook this, but give you guys a little hint. Certain places will tell you exactly where the deer are and saying you should hunt here. Like, hey, this spot right here had the best, or has the most dense population of deer. So I'll let you guys dive in that yourself, but places to hunt, if you go in here, it should show it. All right, so we're talking about deer today, right? All right, so here are the seasons, which we just talked about briefly. So if you want more information or see the seasons for the areas you'll be hunting, this is where you find it. All right, you have zones and hunts, which breaks down California, regulations, license and tags, harvest stats, and special hunts like junior hunts, right? So harvest stats. So I normally go in here when they release it, and it looks like this year they released it on March 18th, ironically my birthday. But I always want to see how everyone else did, because I have yet to harvest a deer, and I'm like, okay, is it me or is it everyone? All right, so if we cruise down to the D16, you'll see the harvest stats. So 11.9% of hunters were successful in this area, which is not the best, obviously, but I mean, I know San Diego is hard to hunt, so is it the hardest? I don't think so. It looks like the one right above us, D15, is 7%. That sucks. And if you keep going down, it gets into the area specifics, which are the A's. All right, so what's the best one? I saw it earlier. I think it's one of the X's. Yeah, so X5B. So I believe X5B is a special draw tag. So if I'm looking at a draw tag, what I would do before I apply for a specific one, I would look at last year's harvest percentage or hunter success rate and see which gives me the best opportunity to harvest a deer. So obviously, if I was in here, I'd pick any of the X-rays because just from all the Facebook pages I'm on and part of, I see a lot of people talking about it. All right, so if we cruise down to 822, which is the tag I was just talking about. So last year was over the counter, so you could just buy it over the counter. I'm not sure if I just said that. But since it was a draw this year, I don't know how many they actually issued. But so 822 is only 5.4%. That's crazy. And 821 was 0. So they issued 25 tags in 821 and no one harvested. I don't know where that is, but it sounds, I mean, obviously looks like it was difficult. All right, so as you can see, these are just how you read it, obviously. So your zone right here, percent non-reporting, tags issued, reported does, bucks, total reported, estimated does, bucks, total reported. So I don't know the difference between these. I guess total reported is just the amount of people that actually like turned in their tags and is what they're guessing it was. I'm not too sure. If you know, please make a comment below. All right, so the next one is our specific type of deer and how many were harvested. So you have spikes, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5 point, and 5 point and greater. And then does over here, total harvest, female harvest. All right, so if we go down to the D16, I'm just doing D16 because that's where I'm from. I don't know what happened here. So they issued 3,000 tags, or they had 3,000 tags and they issued 3,001. I'm not sure how that happened. But so just to read through, 1 spike was taken, 155, 2 points were taken, 96 3 points, 4 17 points, and 3 5 points. For a total of 272. So 272 deer were taken, and that is not including any does. So it's not including any does because D16 isn't a doe tag, but if we go down to the 822, it'll tell us how many does were taken with that tag. So here we go, 822, 1,000, and it looks like 22 does were taken last year. And then how many were with the 822 tag? 5, 0, and then 4 2 points. So I don't know what it means by the points here, because I know like whitetail are counted by points, but then mule deer are counted by like 4x4s. Like we don't count the not the tines. I forget the two main, lost for words again. I don't know what the two main ones are coming out right ahead, like what a spike has. But yes, I know mule deer and whitetail, you count their antlers differently. But yeah, so this is just the basics of how to do it. Camp Pendleton's on here too. So G10 is a Camp Pendleton tag. So they always do 250. And remember that's, I did a video on this, which I'll put the little information thing on above if you're able to hunt Camp Pendleton. But in short, you have to be some type of military or related to some type of military. But looks like the harvest percent, so they harvested 31 deer on Camp Pendleton, and there was 1 5 point. I remember this guy. Well, not specifically, like I didn't meet him, but this dude hunted on the last day of season and harvested the biggest buck of the year. Pretty crazy story. All right, guys, but that's more or less it. They have your draw percentage tags also. I don't know how to read this, so we're not going to get too into it, but if you're looking for any harvest stats, like definitely jump in here and see the area you want to talk about or the area you're interested in checking out, and you'll get a bunch of info from it. This is going to wrap up the video. The contest is still going on from the previous video, so if you do want to enter into the contest and win yourself a free pair of Leo Optics sunglasses, which I have right here, free pair of your choosing from the website, drop a comment saying open the National Forest and you'll get an entry. If you follow Leo Optics on any social media platform as well, you'll get an additional entry. All right, at the making of this video, Cleveland National Forest at least is closed until the end of the month. It is what it is. So you got to find some public land or private land, or if you're able to hunt Camp Pendleton, get on there. And I am hunting this Sunday on Camp Pendleton, so if you see me out there, come say what's up. I'll give you a sticker. Right, that's all, guys. As per usual, drop a like, drop a comment, click subscribe. Let's show them what San Diego is all about. Peace.